So are you considering getting the Slate Digital bundle to get their awesome compressors? Maybe they're not actually better than Logic Pro compressors. Let's find out today. We're gonna do an A/B test, and so you can decide for yourself if the Logic Pro X compressors are better or worse than the Slate Digital compressors. Hi, my name is Tyson. I'm a mastering engineer here at Dinosaur Dog Mastering, and today we're going to be diving into if premium plugins are really worth it comparatively to the stock Logic options that we already have. Before we dive into the actual test though, I want to give you something for free for watching this video. It is my Pro Mix Formula course. You can get that for free. It is me mixing this entire song that you'll hear inside of this tutorial from start to finish, including the mastering section. So everything, I reveal everything inside of this course for free, and you can get that by clicking the link down below in the description, or in the first comment you can also find a link to access that. Again, it is my gift to you for watching this video. Okay, with that said, let's dive into the actual content of A being Logic Pro compressors versus premium compressors, and is it actually worth it to invest in premium gear? Here is a quick A/B of all of the different kinds of compressors that we're going to be using today. I have two different models of compressors. One is going to be the Logic Pro version, another is going to be the Slate Digital version of the same model of compressor, and I have two of those. So there's 4 compressors total that we're going to be comparing side by side. Using these compressors on our lead vocal, and so make sure you're paying attention to just the lead vocal inside of this song. I'm going to solo it first so you can really tell the difference between all of these different compressors, and then at the very end I'm going to reveal what compressor is which one. So make sure you're listening, make sure you're good at monitors, you have some good studio headphones or something that you can monitor well, so you can really tell the difference between these compressors and decide which one you actually like the most. So let's start out.
And all the vampires are walking through the valley, they move west down Ventura Boulevard. And all the vampires are walking through the valley, they move west down Ventura Boulevard. And all the vampires are walking through the valley, they move west down Ventura Boulevard. And all the vampires are walking through the valley, they move west down Ventura Boulevard.
All right, and now let's A/B all of these inside of the mix so you can get a little bit more context here. Again, we're still only doing the change on the lead vocal. All right, so what are these compressors? Let's start with the very first one. Make sure that you have in mind which one was your favorite. If not, go back and re-listen to those examples. You might be surprised on which one you actually like the most. So the first one is the LA2A, the Vintage Opto, which is a LA2A emulation by Logic. And I have this set up with a 10 millisecond attack, which is what the standard attack is on LA2As on the actual unit. And then the release is set to auto, 3:1 ratio. And I'm getting a lot of gain reduction just to make the compression more obvious so we can hear the quality of those compressors. So that's how I have this set up. It is very, very similar to the actual LA2A by Slate Digital. This one, obviously, you can't control near as many settings, and so I tried to emulate it as closely as possible with the Logic Pro. But with that being said, there's a lot more flexibility with the Logic Pro version, so that is actually a huge plus on the Logic Pro version. However, it's also easier to use on the Slate Digital version. There's just 2 controls. You just kind of get the gain reduction you want to, and then it sounds good. It is easier to use the Logic Pro, or the Slate Digital version after you just get used to using it. Pros and cons on both sides, depending on how much flexibility you want with your compressors. But ultimately, I do actually favor the Slate Digital version on this just slightly. I feel like the Logic Logic Pro version has a little bit more forwardness to the vocal, and the Slate Digital just adds some more saturation that just kind of rolls off those really harsh upper frequencies. So that's why I do actually favor the Slate Digital version on this one, but only just. And also, again, if you want some more flexibility, the Logic Pro version is probably better in that scenario. Of the second two, the first one is the Logic Pro version again. This is the 1176 emulation blackface, and then I used the blue version of the 1176 for the Slate Digital. And this one, I really did not like the Slate Digital version. I never used this particular compressor because I cannot really figure out how to get the right amount of gain reduction and the right feeling out of most tracks that I use this on. The reason is because if you listen to this again, the lead vocal, when the first word comes in, it's very, very loud, and then it reduces, and even with a fast attack, it still just does not get the same type of feel. I even used a longer attack slightly on the Logic Pro version to try to emulate this, again, as closely as possible, and I just could not get them to sound very similar, and I really just can't get what I want out of the lead vocal. And also, I really do like the Logic Pro version of this particular compressor. So in this case, I do think the Logic Pro version is actually better. It's more flexible, it's easier to use, and also it sounds good. So ultimately, I do like the sound of this one better even than the Slate Digital. Even with the shortcomings of the Slate Digital, I still think the Logic Pro version wins out on that front. Okay, so with that said, which one is actually better? Is Logic Pro far superior? No. Is Slate Digital far superior because I paid for it? Also, no. It depends on what your goal is with your compressor, and ultimately they both can be used very effectively inside of your mix to get a professional sounding mix. If you want to see me mix this song from start to finish with Logic Pro X plugins from start to finish, I have an entire course. I explain every single step I make inside of this mix and ultimately teach you how to get a professional mix as well using my personal pro mix formula. Okay, with that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.